What's up, guys? I'm back for another kind of ranting and rambling video. This one's kind of a different video for me to make because it's something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I haven't pulled the trigger on it. And I haven't had any health scares or anything like that, other than my knee surgeries and shit. But I blew out my back a couple weeks ago, and in the process I had thought I had given myself a hernia, but it just turns out that it was a growing pull, I guess. But that kind of smartened me up. Like, I know I'm not getting any younger. I'm going to be 47 this year, which I know, ladies, it's hard to believe. So I joined MetaClinic, which is a weight loss, doctor-run weight loss center, and it no operations or anything like that, lap band or all that bullshit. It's all natural. Definitely a lifestyle change at this point for me. I'm about 2 weeks in, almost 2 weeks in. Now, if you're not familiar with MetaClinic, I guess they call it, it basically reteaches you how to eat correctly, what to eat, portions to eat. Meanwhile, they give you I get 2 shots every week of B12, vitamin shot, and an appetite suppressor. I get prescriptions for an appetite suppressor that I do 3 times a day, and then tons of vitamins and fat burner and all natural shit, which is cool. It's one thing I like about it. It's quite expensive to do. My wife and I talked it over, and with our tax returns this year, instead of going to our normal shore trip this year, we put the money into the MetaClinic stuff because we can't afford just to do it. I can't afford just to do it. So I've actually looked into weight loss surgery before, and I did not like what I had to do, or what was to become of it, although I know it helps a lot of people. I've also seen a few actually friends of mine that had it done, especially the not the lap band, but the other one, the major one, gastric bypass. Had it done, and they lost a ton of weight, and now they're bigger than ever now. So, they went through all that bullshit and then gained it all back and then some, which I didn't think you could do on that. But apparently you can. Cheers. So I decided, I cut out sugars and carbs for right now, and alcohol, which is killing me because I love to have a beer every now and then. But and I went straight for all natural, the first week I had to do all protein, so I had to do chicken, fish, and steak all week, which to me is no big deal. I love that stuff anyway. And then this week added in vegetables, green vegetables. Now, I did this MetaClinic once before, about 8 years ago, and lost over 80 pounds. And guys that know me around town, or people that know me for years on YouTube, know that I'm a big dude. Always have been, pretty much my whole adult life. Most of it is genetic. A lot of my family's overweight or heavy set, especially all the men. And when I was a kid, I was heavy. I lost a ton of weight in high school, playing football and being in bands, and I kind of had a look the part back then. And I stayed pretty thin up until, I guess, probably we had our first kid, and then lifestyle change, obviously. So that changed all that, and I started gaining weight, which at the time was not a big deal. And I've been up and down ever since. But like when I blew my back out a couple weeks ago, and then what I thought had given myself a hernia at the same time, I was just like, all right, I got to do something because I'm getting older. I always have blood work done. I don't have, high cholesterol or anything like that. Thank God. Diabetes, nothing like that. It's just one of those things. Like, and I don't even eat that much. Like, people that know me know that I don't hoard myself on food. It's just one of those things. Like, I gain weight so easily. I don't know why. Probably because I eat at the wrong time. And with the knee surgeries, especially the last one that I had last year, just wiped me out. And it's still not 100%. And we're going on 11 months now. So I was laid up pretty much all summer last year. I would do things here and there. I couldn't walk long distances without a cane or a brace. And when I did and get home the next day, I couldn't move it. I just couldn't. I couldn't deal with it. Just a lot of pain, a lot of soreness. It was weird. And then the back, like I said a few weeks ago when I blew out my back, it was just kind of a wake-up call to get back on this thing and lose a ton of weight. I plan to lose 100 pounds. That's my goal. And then keep going from there. I had my first weigh-in last week. I dropped 10 pounds last week. I know a lot of people say that you drop a lot of water weight in the first week. However, the way that they weigh you, and they can tell through the readings, the blood readings, and I think one other test they do, it was 10 pounds of pure fat. There was no water weight loss last week, which was good. So I planned, from what I remember before, I was losing 4 to 6 pounds a week when I did it 10 years ago. Granted, I was 10 years younger, so my plan is to try and lose like 3 to 4 pounds a week over the next few weeks. So hopefully by the end of the summer, people will notice a difference. This is the first time I really, in the 6 years I've been doing YouTube, this is the first time that I ever talked about my weight issues on here. But I've seen guys on YouTube do it and kind of do it the same way I'm doing it. Maybe not with the Meta-Clinic, but as far as eating goes, like Cool Duder out in California, Sean C. Phillips, who's probably about 10 years younger than I am, if not more, probably 15 years younger than I am. He was way bigger than I was when he started it a couple years ago, and that kid just dropped weight like a madman. He probably weighs now what he weighed in like second grade or something. I think he's down to like 165 or 185, something like that. And he was pushing, I think he said he was over 400 pounds. Another kid, Brendan Mitchell, out in California as well, did the same thing with Cool Duder. I think they're good friends, so He lost a ton of weight doing the same shit. Not Mediclinic, but just watching what he ate. I always needed a little help. Mediclinic seems like the way to go for me. They're the only ones that really worked before, so. But those two guys inspired me, really. And like I said, they're younger. They're probably young enough to be my kids at this point. I guess, if I had a kid at 17, 18 years old, they're pretty young dudes. But to see them lose all that weight, really, I've been watching those guys a lot over the years because I like their content as far as movies, and they do a ton of Blu-ray and DVD reviews. That's their thing. That's about all they do. Originally, Sean was from Maryland, from the East Coast, but you'll see him in horror movies every now and then. He, like the independent horror films, you'll see Sean Phillips, but he definitely inspired me to do it as well, seeing all the weight that he lost, which I thought was cool. And, I went after my knee surgery last year. I think I fell into a pretty bad depression as far as that goes, because I was in so much pain. And when I had surgery on the other knee 5 years ago, that went so smooth. I was up and around in like 10 days. After I got my stitches out for that knee, I could walk anywhere without it being, I'd get a little sore in the incisions and stuff, but this last one, the one I got last year, was fucking brutal. And I didn't even get that much done. I mean, it was definitely more than the right knee, but I think what they had to do is go in, and I had fucked up my knee so bad, and the meniscus in it so bad, was so badly torn and damaged, that to get in there, they had to shave a part of my bone down. And I think maybe that's what fucking hurt the worst. I don't know. But it was just like, it was ridiculous. Like, and they wouldn't give me any cortisone shots. I'm not a painkiller guy, so I didn't, I took painkillers maybe 2 days after I got home from the hospital. But after that, I just kind of, just not my thing, that kind of shit. I thought maybe the more I walked and the more I worked it out, that would be better. That was not the case. I started doing yoga, DDP yoga, which I'm going to pick up again soon. I'm going to start it over again actually soon. And again, it was more pain than anything, working it out. So I think I fell into a depression pretty bad. Not like moping and crying, but probably turning to food a little more. Especially late at night, because I eat late. I always ate late. I've always been one of those late eaters. I don't eat breakfast. I don't do any of that shit. That which has to change, which changed this week. Now I cook 2 eggs and 2 slices of bacon every morning. I have that. Now I can have some kind of vegetable with it, although I'd rather have a fruit. I can't have fruit yet until next week. But I'll do like apples or strawberries or something. So I'm curious to see my weigh-in is every Tuesday as I try to make the appointments right before I get into work, because it's right up the street from work. And I gotta admit that after the 10 pounds came off already, I feel a difference, especially with the groin pull is almost gone. Like, that's non-existent at this point. The right knee is, I haven't even really thought about it, but it hasn't been hurting. I think the reason why that started hurting again is because I was overcompensating on that leg for the bad leg, walking and shit, and I don't want to be one of those guys that ends up on one of those fucking scooters all the time when I gotta go places. It's just not happening. I'm not doing it. And that's the way I was starting to feel last summer, in the fall. Was like, how the fuck am I gonna walk? Like, we went to the boardwalk. We went to the beach a month after I had my surgery last year, and I was in the fucking house all day. I did 2 days up on the boardwalk, and the first day my wife had to go and get the car when we were done and drive me back to the house because I just couldn't walk. I was in so much pain. My left knee was in so much pain that I just couldn't do it. So that sucked. And then the month after that, we went to the mountains and I did some fishing. I had to sit the whole time, and then walking the trails to the stream or the lakes. Not a good idea without a cane at the time. Now I could do it, but you know, one fucking wrong step and forget it. Just a pain shot. It was so bad at that point, and we're talking. At that point, it was 8 weeks after the surgery, so I think after the summer, I was just like, is this the rest of my life gonna be like this now? You know, you get those fucking second thoughts and like, this sucks, and what am I gonna do? And you know, kind of, you know, the whole fucking wishy-washy, feeling sorry for myself shit, which lasted up until after the holidays probably. So I kind of feel like I'm out of that funk now. I got myself back on track as far as rehabbing again. The knee and the back. The back's not 100%, but it's way better than it was. And I just think with dropping more weight, and you know, eventually, hopefully, drop a ton of weight, all that'll be taken care of. But we'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to give everybody a heads up in case I disappeared for a few days. The CD reviews, like I said, I do all in one big block of video and then upload one a day. So this is today, if you're watching this, the day it comes out, it's May 3rd, 2018. What else? I guess that's it. So yeah, I'll hopefully maybe start doing a monthly video letting everybody know the weight loss over the next few months. But as of right now, I'm going to say I started May 1st, just to round it off. I actually started April 27th or something, but I'll say May 1st right down. As of right now, as of 5/3, I'm down 10 pounds. I'm not going to tell you what I weighed because it's kind of embarrassing, but it wasn't over 400. But I told myself years ago that I would never get over 300 pounds, and yeah, that, you know, shit happens, I guess. So that's it. So definitely, you know, if you're into my weight loss journey, I guess you want to call it, definitely follow me, see what happens. But I'm hoping that I plan to continue it all the way through until my goals are set and matched, and we'll see what happens. Should be fun. Last time when I did it, like I said, with MetaClinic, it was, I don't want to say it was easy as shit, but it was easy. And it's the only thing that works for me personally. I've done Weight Watchers, I've done all that shit, and it just, you know, you lose an initial like 20 pounds, and then you're lucky to get a half pound off every week or something like that. And for a guy my size, that's, you know, I should be losing 2, 3, 4 pounds a week at this point. That's what I was doing back when I used Mediclinic before. You know, I just want to be around for my kids. I don't have health issues, knock wood. You know, like internal shit. Like all my blood work was good. You know, no diabetes, not even close. Cholesterol is low. You know, normal. Maybe I think he said it was a touch high, but nothing to be throwing me on any kind of medication for. And I think that's one thing with both sides of my family, both my father and my mother's side, is they've always had really, they've been lucky. They've always had really, really good genetics, I guess. You know, where people hardly, knock wood, but people hardly get sick. Like hospital sick, I guess you could say. Especially my father. My father's like, he gets maybe a cold and a cough every year. But that guy, man, he's 70, what is he, 72 now? And, you know, I never had a scare with him at all as far as health goes. I know he's got acid reflux pretty bad that he takes medication for, and, you know, it makes him throw up and shit. So that's the only thing that worries me about him, because that acid reflux can eat your esophagus and give you esophagus cancer. It kind of happened to his dad. But I think he's pretty much on top of it, I guess. And my mom, she has a few issues here and there, but nothing life-threatening, I guess. She has acid reflux. She's allergic to she's allergic to like sulfites, which is weird. And we didn't know that till about 10 years ago, after she drank wine at a Thanksgiving one time. She got fucking sick as shit, like lightheaded and sweaty and throwing up, and we couldn't figure out why. And then after like an hour it passed, and then the following, I think Christmas Eve, the same thing happened. And then the following year on Thanksgiving, it happened again. And we were like, all right, there's something that she's eating or drinking that's doing this to her. And we found out later on that it was in the wine, you know, that we drank for the holidays. So she can't drink wine anymore, which she's not happy about. But anything with sulfites in it, she can't have. And if she has it by accident, then she's on the floor in the bathroom sweating her ass off and puking. It's the weirdest fucking thing. I never heard of anything like it before, but leave it to mom. But anyway, that's enough rambling. But I figured I wanted to get on here. Like I said, I've never done a weight loss video before, really opened up about my battle with being a big fat slob. But I figured I'd do it now, since my head's all in the game for this thing this time. I just want to be around for my kids. You know, not that there's any, like I said, health scare, but being in pain a lot, I think, has a lot to do with the weight. I really do. So we'll see. And that's what drove me to do it again. And seeing pictures of myself from the holiday, this past holiday, I couldn't believe some of the pictures of myself. I couldn't believe that was me. Like, I don't feel that big. The guy I saw in the pictures, it's fucking weird. Like, you just don't. And I guess other big people know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nuts. But I'm all in, man. So we'll see what happens. I'll check in maybe every first of the month and let you know what I lost that month. But I plan to do this up until, the plan is to do it up until either I run out of money doing it, or hit my goal, and I'm hoping I hit my goal, because like I said, it's quite expensive to do, but in the long run I think it's worth it. So anyway, that is it. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Let me know in the comment below if you've battled with obesity your whole life and lost a ton of weight. I'd be interested in checking out if you've documented it on YouTube. Let me know. I'd definitely be into checking out your progress as well. So thanks for letting me ramble in your ear and with your eyes for the last probably half hour. I appreciate it if you've made it this far in the video. And again, thank you all very much. Thanks everybody for sticking with me, watching all my videos, the daily reviews, the LP updates, all that shit. It means a lot to me. And I gained quite a few subscribers over the last 6 months, which is, to me, is amazing. I get new subscribers every day now, which is awesome. And I appreciate it. And again, like I said, with any of the CD reviews, if there's something out there or that you think that I'd be into and want to hear, leave me a comment in any of the videos. I try and comment back to everybody. Although the way things have been going lately with comments, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. So your best bet is probably messaging me on Facebook, maybe, if you're a Facebook follower, if you're on Facebook. But other than that, y'all have a great day and a great night if you're watching this at night. And that's it, man. Talk to you soon. Peace. Thanks again for watching.